All right, so Carrie writes in questioning why the IRS RMD rules and the 4% rule don't match. He says there's a dichotomy between the two. The answer is they're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. And what I mean by that is a 4% rule is just some guy, Bill Bengen, who said this is how much you can safely take out based on this premise of 60% U.S. stocks, 40% intermediate government bonds. That study was followed by the Trinity study, which showed the same thing, 4 to 4.5, 4.4 to be precise. But the IRS doesn't care. The IRS says, we don't care what your study says. We want you to take out a certain amount of money each and every year for which you have to pay tax on. Once you take that money out, you can do whatever you want with it. All right. So if the IRS is mandating you take 6% out when you're 83 years old, that doesn't mean you have to actually consume 6%. You take 6% out, you pay the tax on it, and the rest you put in a brokerage account. That's fine. That doesn't violate the 4% rule by any stretch of imagination. As I've said a million times a Sunday, I challenge the 4% rule quite a bit. The limits on there are quite astounding when I'm not getting at it here. But yeah, there's no dichotomy, or at least no false dichotomy of the two. They completely are irrelevant. They're not correlated. They mean nothing. They just go like this. There's no correlation like that or negative correlation. They're literally just like this. You know what I'm saying? And so just don't pay mind to it. Just remember, if you're modeling your portfolio consumption or distribution on the 4% rule, and the IRS says mandates you have to take 6% out of your IRA, well, after taxes, we'll say you're left with 5.6%. Well, put that 1.6% extra into your brokerage account. No problem there at all. So hope this helps. Don't get too caught up in this stuff, man, in terms of 4% rule. Follow the IRS. Take the money you need to spend and then put the rest back into a brokerage account if you find out you're taking out more from your IRA than you need. Hope this helps. Thanks.